Yo, my people, what is up? Hope you are doing well and okay. I am currently outside in the garden chilling, and guess what? Just seen Fabrizio Romano's tweet. Barcelona agree, verbal agreement in principle with all parties, planning for medical tests in the next few days. Loan deal with buy option for Marcus Rashford. Marcus has got his dream move to Barcelona. You know what? Fair play to Marcus for securing the deal. I think the same person that helped him get the deal to the last club, to Villa, I think is the same person who's helped him get the move to Barcelona, and he's finally got it. He's got what he wanted. Is this the beginning for some more players exiting and moving on to pastures afar? We will see. But you know what, at least we got one out the way. I'm not sure how much money we're gonna make from this loan deal. The first thing is, obviously, I presume Barcelona are gonna pay majority of his wages, which I hope, which is around what, 15 million net a year, or gross a year. And I also hope that the buy option can get triggered. We needed the money now. That's the most important thing, is we needed the bread now so we can go and strengthen more in the front line, in the midfield. Man United are playing Leeds, but I'm obviously not even paying attention, I'll be deadly honest, because a lot of the players who are playing are going to be involved. Really and truly, I'm not interested in. I'm really waiting for the season, to be deadly honest. It's 61 minute right now, and Man United and Leeds, it's 0-0, and that should tell you, do you know what I'm saying, everything you need to know. We've not been able to score a goal yet. But yeah, Rashford got what he wanted. The next player, I presume, is probably going to be Jadon Sancho. You know, the whole thing with Marcus, it's never worked out. You know, for years it's been up and down, up and down. It's been a love, it's been a hate, it's been a question, it's been just all over the show when it comes to Marcus. And I'm happy for him that he got his dream move. And you know, one other thing as well, he just tweeted, Marcus just put out a tweet as well, which was very interesting. He put out a tweet with a salute kind of emoji of a comp of his. Someone uploaded a comp of Marcus Rashford, and a couple hours ago, 5 hours ago, he just uploaded a tweet, retweeted it with a salute. And I think that kind of was the final farewell tweet, I guess. He goes on another loan for the season, and I think this will be it. I'm surprised why Man United have not been able to cook up a deal where Marcus is sold permanently. I don't know, bro. I really don't know. He's going to go to Barcelona, who by default settings are expected to win the league. They also are expected to go very, very far in the Champions League, possibly win the Champions League, even in the Copa del Rey and all of the other. Barcelona's default settings is win everything. And he's going to a club with huge, huge, huge expectations. Is he going to be able to deliver? Maybe so. The probability as well is that he's probably going to be able to deliver, because players who leave Manchester United, they go to Spain, they go to Italy, they go wherever, and they perform. It's going to be an interesting season, you know. I'm excited to watch Paul in Monaco. You know, let's see how Mason Greenwood plays this next season. Marcus, how he's going to do in Barcelona. You know, look at Scott McTominay. He's now the king of Naples. His aura shot up by 1,000. You don't know what happens with Marcus Rashford when he starts. You know, he's gonna be filled with new joy, new emotion, new motivation, and I think that's what he needed. The relationship and the whole kind of culture around Marcus Rashford in Manchester United just wasn't great. Don't be mistaken though. If Marcus starts performing in Barcelona, you're going to start seeing Man United fans saying, look what we done. They said he's the problem. Look how he's playing. There was a space for him in the team. You know, if we, for example, get injuries, you don't know how the season can go. If we get injuries and Marcus is playing well in Barca, fans are going to turn around and say, oh, look, we should have kept him. We should have this, we should have that. It's like one end of the stick, they want him to stay. One end of the stick, they want him to leave. But overall, I think it's just the right deal, bro. We're just moving on. It's okay it didn't work out. He's the most, you know, successful academy graduate according to some fans, and fair enough. He got the deal he wanted. There was a lot of concerns that maybe it might have been Turkey, it might be somewhere else, but you know, Barcelona, they like to make big name signings. They've already got some humongous players in that team, and all the thing about Barcelona doesn't have money, you know, they can't pay their wages, deferred wages, blah blah blah, all of this. We used to mock Barcelona, you know. Let's not forget, broski, we used to mock Barcelona, saying they must sell Frankie de Jong, they must do this, they must do that. Check the wage book of Barcelona, bro. They can afford to pay the wages. As a matter of fact, they can even afford to finance deals. And I hope Man United can somehow get some money out of Barcelona. I really do. I really do. At the moment, I'm not sure how much money we're gonna get for the deal, for the loan. There's nothing really that's been out. It's just verbal agreement. Here we go. So it's gonna happen. Basically, it's gonna happen. And is he gonna be even a starter? That's another thing. If he goes to Barcelona, right? Is he gonna be a starter? Because you look at Barcelona's roster, and you think to yourself, bro, how is this guy going to start week in, week out? Week in, week out. You know, Lewandowski, Rafinha, who's been in conversations for one of the best players in the world. Yamal, one of the, if not the best player right now. Where is he gonna play? Who is he gonna bench? Is he gonna be a rotational player? You know? And I am excited to see how he fights and competes for a position. Do you know what I'm saying? How he fights and competes for a position. They got a lot of talent. You know what I'm saying? They got the whole squad is packed with players. But he got his move that he wanted to Spain, and let's see what happens. I think now moving forward, let's see if we can pattern a deal for Jadon, pattern a deal for Alejandro, pattern a deal for Anthony, pattern a deal for Malacia. Who else? Pattern a deal, I don't know, for Luke Shaw. You know what I'm saying? We should be sending out Luke Shaw on loan with the buy option, bro. Just get him moved on. Get him moved on. Now, I'm sure some people who'll be watching this video will probably say we could have made use of Marcus, because if Cunha gets injured or suspensions or whatever, you know, we might be light in the front line. Now, we need more depth. I know we're not in Europe. Obviously, if we were in Europe, we would most certainly need depth, but we still need depth. We still need more players coming in. We've only signed 2. I'm expecting Manchester United, by any means necessary, to sign another minimum 3 more players, making it a total of 5. And then I'll be really happy. But you never know what can happen in the window, later on in the window. You know, there's still talks of Rasmus. I think Andre's gonna stay. He's injured anyways. Let's see who ends up making a bid for Alejandro, but you know, slow motion is better than no motion, and if it is a loan agreement it is. I just hope Man United makes some change out of it that they can use. Yeah, let me know in the comments what you guys think. Who do you think we should now bring in, the next player? I want Mateta next, or Osimhen, but it seems like Osimhen, his deal with Galatasaray has progressed massively. But I think, what is it, 35 million or something like this? There's Ollie Watkins as well. We need to get either one of the two, Mateta or Ollie Watkins, and then we're now building on something. So yeah, let me know in the comments what you guys think. Peace, love and guidance. Take care, and I'm out, people.